Hi, I'm Terry with Terry Hound Associates. Today I'm in Abbeville, South Carolina. I'm out looking at 3 parcels of land. They're located on Cedar Springs Road. We're about 3 miles from town, right there at the, used to be called Hickory Point. It could be 7-Eleven now. I know they bought some of their stores, but you'll know where that is. That's kind of a landmark location there in Abbeville. This is an estate settlement, and like I said, there's 3 parcels of land. I'm at tract number 4-F, and this is 12.19 acres. It has a little road frontage here with a gate. Well, a pretty good bit of road frontage. When we ride over it, you'll see. Looks like it's over 300 something feet. It kind of goes out a little ways, and then it'll cut back to the right. So when you come out here, bring your survey out of your contract package. Bring your tax map so you can tell where you are. This has some pasture on it, it looks like, and maybe a little bit more beyond the trees. I'm not going to go out there, but you can come out here and walk on this land anytime you want to. All right, then we're going toward town, and we're going to skip over 1 parcel, which was 4E. And there's a really nice house on that. And that reminds me, while I'm here, there are restrictions on this property. You have to build a house certain size. You can't have mobile homes and things like that. So it will keep your property value up if you want to build a nice home out here. Once we skip over E, we'll go to D and C. And they're adjoining parcels. 2 of them. Tract D is 16.2 acres, and Tract C is 13.6 acres. So they're on over toward the creek area. But this is some beautiful property. I'm gonna ride along the road, give you a little idea of what we're looking at, and then we can go from there. All right, let's get into, let's look about a little bit, and we'll get in the car and ride down the road, and I'll show you how to find the pins. All right, before I leave here, I just wanted you to see this. Remember I said it went off at an angle. There's a fence over there, and I feel like that fence is probably pretty much it. I'm at the gate on the left-hand end of the property. You can come in there. If you see that pond, you know you're on the wrong property. We've got a little hill here. There's a power line right away through most of the properties, and you can build in front on the others. You'll have to build behind on this one. But I think you'd want to build back in there where it's kind of hidden and peaceful. All right, we'll get in the car and head down the road and see what we see. All right, I'm on the left-hand end of tract 4F, and there's a gate, and you can see your ribbons there in the tree, and I believe it'll probably go along that fence line and go out there, and then it'll kind of bear to the right. Look, bring your plat. But this is some good road frontage here. If it's cleaned up, it could really look pretty. The reason I know that, I'm going to show you what 4E looks like. That tract was sold some time back, but it was all fenced and pasture here, so it'll look real nice. You can put your house up on that hill, or maybe at a back over on the back side of the property. It's a real deep property. All right, now there's your pin for your survey, so you can see the ribbons. And this is tract 4E. That's a real attractive house there. Read your covenants and restrictions before you bid, so you'll know what you can do with the property. And right here by the driveway, I see a white pipe. So I'm thinking that that is the left-hand side of tract 4D. All right, we're going to continue along here, and it's just kind of a rolly land. We're headed down toward a creek, but there's some trees here, but it appears clear on the back. Through those trees, I see some clearings. I'm not going to walk over there. I'll let you come on out. It looks like an easy walk through there. I don't see a lot of briars and things. And then I want you to keep your eyes out when you're coming down through here. But there'll be a big pine tree, kind of thick and heavy, and there it is, and there's your pin. It's white, and you'll see it. All right, that's the end of that track, and then the next space, and just to give you an idea, There's a driveway for the home across the street, so you can tell about how far you are. You don't have to look too hard. And then we have the same thing for the next track, which is 4C. So C and D adjoin each other, and then we skip over E and go to F. I can't tell you which one will be the prettiest. They all look like pretty good land to me. And as we come down here, before we get to the bridge ISIS before road sign, let's see, I saw it a few minutes ago. There it is. And just to give you an idea, there's our sign. So we're just maybe 20 steps from the sign to our pen, and that'll end it. Now you probably find some of them old pens out there, but this was surveyed a long time ago. It'll save you the cost of surveying it, and then if you want to hire somebody to come out and find the pens, that'll be fine. But it's a good piece of property. It looks like it lays well. And then there was a couple more tracks. You're probably wondering, A and B, they were sold sometime, and they're between us and the bridge, so those are not available. All right, it's an absolute auction. Sells to the highest bidder regardless of price. Okay, that's going to wrap me up here in Abbeville. Pretty nice piece of property. Anybody would want to live here. If you're in this area or from out of the area, you might use it just for recreation and place. I know there's a lot of out-of-state people that don't live here but own property in Abbeville County, and this is a nice parcel to add to your holdings. I think you're going to like it. Track D and C were surveyed sometime in the past. We do have the front pins, but track F has been recently surveyed, and you should be able to find your way around. One thing before we leave, it's online only auction. All biddings on the internet. Read your contract package before you bid. Understand what you're doing, how the process works. We've got everything laid out for a smooth closing. Want it to go along, click along just like it's supposed to. You put down your deposit, 30 days to close. We've already done the title work. We could close in a week if you want to and don't want to wait. That's the way it'll work. So if you have questions about that, give us a call. Our number's at the bottom of the screen, or you can send us an email, info@terryhowe.com. We're there to help you, and we want to help you through this process. If you're a first-time bidder, bid early in the process. Make sure that your bidder number works. If you wait till the last minute to register, sometimes you might put something in the computer wrong, and it might not work out for you. So, one last time, online only, terryhowe.com. That's the place to buy.